time to say welcome to another exciting edition of the program Ashford Garley Live on this beautiful Monday night. And today is the 6th of January, 2020. We're coming to you from a Detroit studio in Detroit, Michigan, the Midwest. Tonight's a special, very special edition of the program, the political soccer game. And tonight, after the game, we will ask you to please call in and appreciate the leadership of the C.O.P and our brothers and sisters who came out today in record-breaking numbers. Tonight is not the time to throw fingers. Tonight is not the time to criticize the organizers of the C.O.P. Tonight is not the time to criticize the peaceful protesters. Tonight is the time to show some type of appreciation. When people doubted, when people thought they were not going to show up, and they did that today in record numbers. Fool or no fool, they were there today. So as we get ready to introduce to you the political soccer players, please invite a few friends tonight. And I want to personally take this time to say a big thanks to Mr. Henry Costa and the leadership of the C.O.P. And of course, our brothers and sisters who showed up today at the protest. And to the many supporters, those who got on your keyboard, on your telephone, and made some donation, a contribution towards the GoFundMe to help our brothers and sisters back home. We want to appreciate you for what you've done and continue to do. All right. So in the meantime, folks, invite folks. And very shortly, we're going to bring you the lineup for both teams. As always, this is yours truly, the brother who doesn't eat iron, but he's definitely stronger than a lion. That's what they call him, the real giant. I'm Ashford Garley. Welcome. See Mr. Abraham Boblet, Mrs. Howard West is in the building as well. In VIP tonight, I also see Mr. Darling Wellwood. Lopu Ziga is in the building also. Mr. Richard B.S. Colley is also in the building tonight. Alfihan P. and Joe and Sheikh Akud is in the building. Mr. Jesse Fangon is also in the building tonight. He's the real Fangon, not the other piece of trash. We'll also see Miss Liz B. Harris. Patricia Loken is also in the building. I want to say a big thank you for taking the time of your business schedule just to form part of the game tonight. Bastian Coman is also in the building. And we see Mr. David Johnson in the building as well. And David is in VIP. Wildwood is also in VIP. Mr. Emmanuel Fifland is also here in VIP tonight. And I'm telling you, the stadium is crowded tonight, folks. I'm telling you. Louis Coet Japater is also here in the building. Precious K. Toure And I will also see the Bassaman J. Blessings, and we'll see Howard Mesker. And listen, I want to empower a few folks tonight. Mrs. Howard West, Miss Howard Mesker, Miss Bastina Coman, Lady Brooks, Peters. I want to empower you tonight. And if you catch anybody misbehaving tonight on the field, you can suspend it. You are being empowered to deal with them. They're calling them. Okay, tonight is not the time. Our people, some of our supporters, our protesters are still behind bars, for no reasons, and they're trying to plant weapons on the Honorable Yakakoluba. I mean, how can you people? Can you imagine what went on during the early? I mean, when there was no Facebook, no social media, what kind of bad people there in the country? Just lie on people and just kill them. I mean, you saw the vehicle being searched. They only found water in the vehicle. You relocate the vehicle. The next thing you know, you planted a gun in it. You said you found a gun in Honorable Yakakoluba's car. I mean, how can you behave like this? And I think you owe the Honorable an apology. This is a complete nonsense. George Weah, is that how you're going to govern? The message is gone already to the international community. Okay? And George Weah got real scared today. He got really scared today when he saw the smoke going up, the people were cooking. And then he sent a message. If you allow the people to cook, their stomach will be full and they will end up sleeping there. You allow these people to sleep there, the next day will just call ECOWAS and turn the country over. And like I said, and always told people that these people who never earned $1 before in their life are somehow making $500 to $1,000 today. It would take the whole military to get them out of power. So they say, you know what? Let us do something to get rid of these people. And the people have not eaten. You saw how they were happy today. When the protests first started, people were, oh man, nothing happening. But then the seditions then say, oh, you start sending, they don't send up pictures though. We won't see nothing. But you saw how beautiful the protest was today. According to Henry Costa, even the residence coordinator of the United Nations went to the protest site and it was just beautiful then, normal thing, no trouble whatsoever. It was a complete repeat of what happened on June the 7th. It's just that this government is inept, this president ain't got brains, so he will do everything. You already failed. Today, you saw for yourself that George Weah is no longer the popular guy that he once was. The people came out today. Despite the threats and provocation by security apparatus, the people braved the storm today and came out. I saw Mom Boy, for the first time today on camera, and we saw single women, married women, single men, married men, trooping today in the numbers in the Capitol Square, just to send a message to the dictator. And George Weah has now become a full-blown dictator in Liberia in just under 2 years. What did we do to deserve this? Again, thank you for showing up again, folks, and just invite a few friends. Very shortly, we're going to bring you the lineup for both countries. That is the government of Liberia and, of course, the C.O.P. We have 3 new players on the field tonight for the government of Liberia. We got suppression, we got provocation, and we also have WPO. And I want you to write that on there in all caps, and then you can define it as well. WPO, and I'll be coming up with the names of the members of the WPO. We are going to expose them tonight. Those who claim to be part of the C.O.P, those who claim to be real citizens of Liberia, they have proven themselves in just no time. So they are part of the government now. They are called the WPO, meaning Wicked People Organization. WPO will be on the field tonight. Wicked People Organization. And of course, the godfather for the WPO is George Weah. And then you have people who claim to be head of the gender ministry, and they look at young children that are getting killed, getting raped and murdered. They can't do anything, but they come back to America and live good life. I don't know how they sleep at night. And then you also have some Facebook surrogates for the government because of peanuts. They will come here and laugh at this government. They are all part of the WPO. So we'll be exposing them tonight. That's right. Let's quickly take a look at the lineups for both teams. First, as always, the linesman number 1 is the Senate. We can't trust these people. Linesman number 2 is the House of Representatives. The chief referee is the Supreme Court of Liberia, the Match Commissioner, U.S. Congressman Chris Smith. Despite the presence of Chris Smith, these people authorize the police to tear gas our people, injure our people, spray them with hot water, arrested some of them. And George, right, you think we're going to make this thing easy for you? We'll deal with you. We'll deal with you, and that's what we're here for. Listen, we didn't sleep last night. I wanted to take the day off. I'm tired. But you know what? Our people need to hear from us. So we're here tonight again. For the strangers tonight, liquor talk, things fall apart, negotiation, dialogue, Monopaka Domoen, Mobile Samula, Ben Senvi, Prophet Key, compromise, desperation. We also have Sunshine Stepchild, the Reverend Senji Skepta, Eloise Salif Garley, Boyka Jaliba, Oscar Cooper, Henry Costa, a hard-working gentleman, Mo Ali, Darius Dillon, Samuel Johnson. We also have Pay As You Go, accountability, communication, Obed, Yeke Koluba, Jeremiah Wapo, Eloise Ali Garland, Stephen Johnson. Oh man. And then for the national team, drugs abuse, prostitution, sexually transmitted disease, alcoholism, womanizer, critical thinker, active note, peppermint and chiclet, dictatorship, by-lucky president, stupiditious, we are Bola, Boyo, hard time, unemployment, WPO, Wicked People Organization, provocation, suppression, death squad, hypocrisy, harassment, police brutality, statutory rapist, murder, witch hunt, nepotism, abuse of power, false promises. Oh man. We also have Mr. Blunt, Mr. 17 Continents, Jefferson Koji, Liquor Todd number 1, Molba Molu, wasteful spending, corruption, Akaras Moses Gray, Dope Fan, Opium King Kong, Selective Justice, Human Rights Abuse, Money Laundering, Bill Twelve, George Weah, Joey Howard Dillon, Deep Hole Cover Hole, Boring Initiative, Domestic Terrorists, Sabu Unit, Eugene Nangwe, Nathan McGill, Musa Den, Samatoi, Central Bank. And I see the both captains, George Weah and Henry Costa, on the field now. George Weah has no malice against, that's it. Henry Costa has no malice against George Weah. Henry Costa offers to shake him with George Weah. George Weah refuses. And he turns to Sabato. He said, this Peking gave me too much hard time. I wish I can get rid of this Peking. Only God can get rid of Henry Costa, George Weah. I know you want to see this board dead, but you can't do it. You are not God. Your medicine will fail. The ball is now in the middle of the field. The kick has been taken. The ball comes to Henry Costa to Oscar Cooper. Cooper looks around to Mo Ali. On to Pay As You Go. Pay As You Go to accountability. Accountability to communication. Communication to Jeremiah Wapo. Jeremiah Wapo to Manipaka Domoen. Manipaka Domoen looks around. He beats him and puts him with the tip of the ball. Comes to dialogue. Dialogue to negotiation. On to Bradbury. Bradbury looks around. No, he doesn't make it. But it's quickly been taken away now by drugs abuse. Drugs abuse to WPO. Wicked People Organization. WPO, based on puts for the team. The ball comes to dictatorship. Dictatorship back to WPO. And let's see who are some of the members of the WPO. Mr. Wilman Pay, the chairman of the Unity Party, is part of the WPO. A very wicked man, uglier than medicine. Let me tell you what Wilman Pay did on June 7th. You remember when the protesters gathered and Georgia refused? After he sent the vice president, she also refused. Musa Ben and a few ministers showed up. The C.O.P wanted to read the petition. It was the same guy, Wilman Pay, who said no. That's why you never heard the reading of the petition on June the 7th. Another member of the WPO. This young lady, she made a lot of money. She became senator in 2011. Between 2011 and 2014, most of the concession agreements were passed. Bribery were involved. Young Lee Kanka made a lot of money. I'm talking about $1 million a year from 2011. The woman is a multi-millionaire. You can't see the money in her because she's so wicked. She got dark hair. These are people that sat down in the chat room of the C.O.P. quietly, but not knowing, had evil plan for Liberia and the Liberian people. This country needs serious prayer. WPO, the godfather for WPO is George Ware, another wicked human being. The man who doesn't forgive anybody. And he will go down in history as the worst thing that ever happened to this country. Shame on you, George Ware. George Ware claimed he had money before, but this guy was completely broke. George Ware was completely broke to the point where his wife now that is getting $1.5 million in our budget. Before George Weah became president, their woman here was high inside jet construction worker. Now today she talking about she got charity and stuff like that. Lie to the people that her charity was there for over 20 years. So lies. But God can't sleep. We're coming for you people. You think the country belongs to you people? You find out. Back to the field of play. The ball comes to Blackmailer. Blackmailer looks around to pay as he go. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. The ball comes to communication. Communication to accountability. Accountability to Sandro Johnson. Sandro Johnson piece one puts over the team. The ball comes to Darius DeLong. Darius DeLong to Bo Ali. Bo Ali to Henry Costa. Henry Costa looks around to Oscar Cooper. Oscar Cooper to Jeff Boaga Jeliba. On to Prophet Key. Prophet Key beats one. Puts over the team. The ball comes to Senji Skepta. Reverend Senji Skepta looks around. She connects desperation. On to compromise. Compromise to Ben Senvi. Ben Senvi looks around to Manipaka Domoe. Manipaka Domoe shoot. The ball has been intercepted by Womanizer. Womanizer to Peppermint and Chicle. Peppermint and Chicle to alcoholism, onto sexually transmitted disease, onto prostitution. Prostitution to drugs abuse. Drugs abuse looks around. He beats one man. He connects a teammate to Biologic President. Biologic President to Stupidicians. Stupidician to Weabola. Weabola to Boyo. Boyo looks around to Weabola. Back to Boyo. Boyo to Stupidicians onto Biologic President. So Balo following the president. Now one investment can come to the country because of your evil plan for Liberia. Come to power stealing at the expense of your crooked finance minister. The ball comes to Selected Justice. Selected Justice to Akaras Moses Gray, a.k.a. Dope Fin, a.k.a. Opion King Kong. Opion King Kong to corruption. Corruption to wasteful spending. The ball comes to Jefferson Koji, Mr. Blanc. Mr. Blanc looks around to false promises. On to Bill Twawe. Bill Twawe to George Weah. George Weah sends a file down for internal for D-Ho cover hole. D-Ho cover hole to domestic terrorists. That's Sabu unit. You have people plenty in the crowd today to cause harm. And guess what? They were exposed. And when those people belonging to Sabu unit were arrested, the protesters didn't harm them, turned it over to authorities. There has been always peace when it comes to the C.O.P, and the records are there. They said we'll not do anything crazy. Leave us alone. But no, George Weah was afraid. You know why? People still out there today never ate when he saw the pot coming. And the thing here is, according to the press conference that was held today by Mr. Kostad and his crew, the police was very friendly. I mean, one or two, the deputy police director for operations was there, and he saw the people bringing pots to cook, started cooking. Because you know, when you stay there all day, you have to eat something. And George Weah said, I allowed you people to eat something here. If people stomach for they sleep here, I'll be trouble for men. So he instructed the people, you allowed these people to cook. And they sleep here. I would just call ECOWAS and say, I ain't what they think. And if I was George Weah, this is what I would do. Call ECOWAS now and tell them, say, you know what? This is too big for me. I can't handle this. Because George Weah has no idea on how to run the country. On a very serious note, people can't get paid. Household can't feed their home. Kids can't go to school. The economy is in the toilet. George Weah stole from the World Bank. George Weah stole from the donors' funds. George Weah depleted the Social Security account. People who retired now can't get their money because of George Weah. George Weah went to the Federal Reserve and stole from them. So today, there's no head, no tail, about $25 million US. You're building multiple duplexes, condominiums at the expense of Liberia and the poor Liberian people. I mean, what did we just do to deserve this? This boy thinks he owned the country, you know? Back to the field of play. The ball comes to police brutality to corruption. Corruption looks around to witch hunt to hard time to boyo peace woman to womanizer to alcoholism. Alcoholism looks around to prostitution, onto drugs abuse. The ball comes to false promises, onto witch hunt back to false promises, onto death squad. Death squad to selective justice. Selective justice looks around, the ball has been intercepted there by Henry Costa. Henry Costa to Mo Ali, onto Darius Dillon. Darius Dillon to Eloise Salif Garley, onto Samsham stepchild. She beats woman, puts him on the team. The ball comes to Stephen Johnson. Stephen Johnson to Madipaka Dumoye. Madipaka Dumoye looks around. He double shovel. He connects Ben Senvi. Ben Senvi looks around. He beats woman, beats the second. He shook. That was a feeble one, way off the crossbar, making it no trouble now to the Liberia national team. Play-by-play description this afternoon at the Samuel Kandos Post Complex in Peensville with yours truly, the brother who doesn't eat iron, but he's definitely stronger than a lion. That now you know me, Garley. Let's play football. Goalkeeper awarded to the Liberia national team now. Mr. Francois Dimonique is in the building. Tony Harris is also in the building tonight. I'm telling you, folks. Over 40,000 spectators at the SKD Sports Complex. Folks, in VIP, are having a blast tonight. The goalkeeper has been taken down by drugs abuse. Drugs abuse since the far down for intent of a sexually transmitted disease. Onto prostitution. Prostitution to alcoholism. Alcoholism looks around to womanizer. Womanizer looks around to biological president. Everything but the president, just biolog. You can't have one investment coming to the country. And he travels at the expense of Liberia and the poor Liberian people on private jets with a bunch of criminal friends. And every time he comes back home, he brings nothing. The ball comes to stupiditians. Stupiditian looks around to critical thinker. George Weah calls himself critical thinker. And he calls himself a man of action. Yeah, we know that you are a man of action because you feel you're the only person that functions from the waist below. That's why you call yourself man of action. Muck in the brain because of mental instability. You lost all your finances. You regain your wealth in just under 2 years at the expense of Liberia and the poor Liberian people. Shame on you, Mr. President. The ball comes back to alcoholism. All you do is just get drunk, smoke viase, and have sex. No plan whatsoever to build Liberia. And I want to commend those of the political leaders who condemn The brutal act to them by the police to tear gas your own people. When you were asked to provide security in the presence of the international community, you chose to do otherwise. People were injured tonight. Some people were arrested. You better free those people. Now you're falsely accusing Yeke Kolba of carrying guns. When the vehicle was searched on the water, they found in the vehicle. Well, you're gonna go check the vehicle from the scene, go to the police headquarters, and claim that you found guns in this man's car. The ball comes to witch hunt. Witch hunt to critical thinker. Critical thinker about to witch hunt to biological president onto stupidation. Stupidation to Boyo. Boyo to hard time. Hard time to unemployment. Unemployment loses the ball to Henry Costa. Henry Costa looks around to Boyka Jaliba onto Oscar Cooper. Oscar Cooper to desperation. Desperation to compromise. Compromise looks around to Sunshine Stepchild. Sunshine Stepchild to Ben Senvi. Ben Senvi is moving deep in and out of the field. The ball comes back to Yeke Kolba. No, he doesn't make it. The ball has been taken away now. Papa Lucky president onto stupidtions. The ball comes to Wiabola. Wiabola to Eugene Nangwe. And Eugene Nangwe forms part of the WPO. Wicked People Organization. You lie for this president, even though when you know the president is lying, you come and protect the president with all his lies. Mossadegh is also part of the Wicked People Organization. These people are not good for Liberia. They have got to leave our country. Mossadegh to Nathaniel McGill, another criminal. Nathaniel McGill to Sabu Unit. Sabu Unit to D-Ho Coverho. D-Ho Coverho to George Weah. George Weah to Joey Howatilla. Back to George Weah. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. The ball comes to money laundering. Money laundering to human rights abuse, onto selective justice. The ball comes to Akaras Moses Gray. Dope fan, Opion King Kong. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. He connects corruption. Corruption to false promises. False promises to Molba Molu. Oh, Mr. Liquor Talk. Liquor Talk doesn't get a better hand. The ball has been taken away now by provocation. Provocation to suppression. Suppressing your own people in their own country. The ball comes to Hartan. Hartan to Boyo. Boyo to Wiabola. Onto stupidtions. The ball comes to biological president. Onto dictatorship. George Weah has now become a dictator in just under 2 years. Where is he afraid of? Opposition politician, you need to step up. This man has got to leave the country. And if you don't step up and start doing what you're supposed to do, Liberia is not heading in the right direction. The ball comes to abuse of power. Abuse of power to nepotism. Nepotism back to abuse of power. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. The ball has been taken away now by Stephen Johnson II. Stephen Johnson II beats him and puts for the team. The ball comes to Jeremiah Wapo. Jeremiah Wapo looks around to Obed. Obed doesn't get a better hand. He connects Sandra Johnson. Sandra Johnson back to Obed. The ball comes to Darius Dillon. Darius Dillon looks around to Mo Ali. Mo Ali to Henry Costa. He's moving deep in and out of the field. Henry Costa connects Oscar Cooper. Oscar Cooper to Boyka Jaliba. Boyka Jaliba to Racketeer. Racketeer back to Blackmailer onto Racketeer. Racketeer to the Reverend Sam G. Skepta. Will she make it? No, she doesn't. The ball has been intercepted by Prophet Key. Prophet Key off protocol reserve. Prophet Key beats man, puts him for the team. The ball comes to Ben Sempi, back to Prophet Key. Prophet Key to Greed. Greed to Mo Samula onto Manapaka Domain. Manapaka Domain beats man to negotiation onto Dialogue. Dialogue to Bribery. Bribery doesn't make it. The ball has been taken away now by things fall apart. No score to either side. No score to Liberia and no score to the Council of Patriots. The ball comes to money laundering. Money laundering looks around to human rights abuse onto selective justice. Selective justice looks around to Opion King Kong, back to corruption. Corruption to wasteful spending. Wasteful spending beats woman. Beats the second, he corrects the teammate. The ball comes to false promises. False promises to abuse of power. Abuse of power to nepotism. Nepotism beats woman to witch hunt. Witch hunt to murder. Murder to police brutality. Police brutality to harassment. Harassment to hypocrisy. Hypocrisy to death squad. Death squad to suppression. Suppression to provocation. Will he make it? The ball comes to WPO. WPO looks around to Wiabola. Wiabola to stupidation. Stupidation to biological president on the dictatorship. Dictatorship to WPO, back to dictatorship. The ball comes to hard time. The ball goes to death squad. Death squad to suppression. Suppression to provocation. Provocation and moving deep in the head of the field. This could be trouble to suppression. Back to provocation to hard time. Hard time to unemployment. Unemployment to stupidation. Back to unemployment to dictatorship. Dictatorship to unemployment. Back to dictatorship. This could be trouble to George Weah. George Weah back to dictatorship. Ladies and gentlemen, goal number 1 for the Liberia national team. Goal number 1 for the Liberia national team. Goal coming from the leg of dictatorship through an assist from the biological president George Weah. Everybody is confused on the field. Dictatorship. Liberia gives birth to dictatorship in the 21st century under this very inept, irresponsible President George Weah. Again, Liberia gives birth to dictatorship in just under 2 years during the presidency of George Weah. Goal kicking underwater to the strangers, the Council of Patriots. Goal kick will be taken there by Dialogue. Dialogue to Great to Ben Senvi. Ben Senvi connects Prophet Key onto compromise. Compromise to desperation. Desperation to Sunshine Stepchild, onto Eloise Salif Garley, to Stephen Johnson, onto Sandra Johnson. Sandra to accountability. Accountability to pay as you go, onto Blackmailer. Blackmailer to Racketeer. Racketeer back to Blackmailer, onto accountability. The ball comes to Yeke Koluba. Yeke Koluba to Jeremiah Wapo, onto Stephen Johnson. Again, he's moving deep in out of the field. The ball comes to Reverend Sanji Skepta. She's moving. She beats one, beats the second. She connects Sunshine Stepchild. Back to Reverend Skepta. She's moving. Oh my God! Reverend Sanji Skepta has been brought down in the 18-yard box by alcoholism. It's not a penalty awarded to the C.O.P. now. One of the powerful female members of the C.O.P. has just caused a penalty, and the captain is in a little huddle. Captain Henry Costa is in a little huddle with Mo Ali and the rest of the officials of the C.O.P. Oh, that's it. Reverend Skepta going to be taking the penalty kick for the C.O.P. Again, the game has come to a momentary standstill. The Reverend Sanji Skepta walks to the ball. She shoots, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the equalizer. One goal to the C.O.P. and one goal to the Liberian national team. Play-by-play description this afternoon at the SKD Sports Complex in Painesville. Oh, man. And I'm telling you, members of the C.O.P., they are not easily deterred, you know. They still have hope. And they think Liberia can be normal again. Even though we have a president that doesn't know his left from his right. All he wants to do is just sleep with his friends, women, get drunk, and talk garbage. Goal kick not awarded to the Liberian national team. The kick has been taken there by harassment. Harassment to police brutality. Police brutality to death squad, onto suppression to provocation. Provocation to WPO. WPO to unemployment. And WPO stands for Wicked People Organization. All these people that see wicked things, don't talk about it. You're part of the WPO. The UJ Nangwe, the Samuel Toe, the Nathaniel McGill, the Piso Serita. All these people are wicked people. They're not good for Liberia. Yombli Kanka and Wimape have joined the organization, the Wicked People Organization. Yomi Kanga made a lot of money when she began Senate in 2011, and they passed a whole lot of concession agreement. Bribery and all were involved. She's a silent millionaire, but she's still greedy, still looking for money. You can't even see the money. Wicked people. You're not good for Liberia. Liberia deserves better. The boy comes to sexually transmitted disease. Sexually transmitted disease, the woman now on to critical thinker. Critical thinker, the biological president. The boy comes to stupidation to Weabola. Weabola to Boyo. Boyo to hard time to unemployment. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. The boy has quickly been taken away now by all protocol reserve, Prophet Key. Prophet Key looks around to things for a part back to Modifica Domain. Modifica Domain to Dialogue, onto Ben Senvi to Compromise. Compromise back to Prophet Key, back to Ben Senvi, onto Henry Costa. Henry Costa looks around to Mo Ali, back to Henry Costa. Henry Costa to Oscar Cooper, he's moving deep in out of the field. Oscar Cooper back to Henry Costa, onto Mo Ali to Darius Dillon. Dillon back to Costa, Costa back to Dillon. Dillon to Prophet Key, back to Costa. He's moving deep in out of the field. Costa back to Desperation. Desperation back to Costa to Compromise, onto Prophet Key to Ben Senvi. Ben Senvi back to Costa. He's moving deep in the heart of the field. Henry Costa, he beats woman. He gave George Weah Befon. George Weah got Befon from Henry Costa. He's moving. This could be trouble. Goal number 2 for the C.O.P. Goal number 2 for the C.O.P. Goal coming from the leg of Henry Costa. True and assist from all protocol reserve. Prophet Key. 2 goals to 1. The first goal coming from the Reverend Sam just kept it, threw the penalty kick, and the second goal coming from Henry Costa, the captain of the C.O.P. And again, at halftime, we're going to open up the telephone line so that you can appreciate the leadership of the C.O.P., especially Henry Costa. And our brothers and sisters who showed up today in their numbers to protest, despite the threats and provocation from this government. When people started coming earlier, they said, oh, nobody there. But later on, George Weah spy, he said, this is getting serious. Do not underestimate the people power. And George Weah himself has realized that he's no longer the popular guy. He's no longer the Liberian people favorite. And he knows this. You know, it takes a long time for people, especially in Liberia, to react. But when they get fed up, people transported themselves today. People say, you know what, we don't care about food. We want to send a message to the president. He has destroyed the country in just under 2 years, and he needs to leave. Is that how you're going to govern? To terrorize your own people, beat your own people, attempt to kill your own people, lie on your own people, even when they don't have guns, you lie on them, say they got guns. Is that how you plan to lead this country, George Weah? Is that what they voted for you for? Everything you ever touch, you feel in it. The old school nightclub was a failure. The clothing store in Benson and Brandon Street was a failure. GM Professional was also a failure. The King's Lounge on National was a failure. Look at the radio station, King's FM, a piece of trash. So they send the both people giving us hard time. I guess we can put any Tom, Dick, and Harry to be president. You didn't disappoint someone up that didn't support you. Because we knew that you couldn't do it. Just on 2 years. What a disgrace to the presidency. We're tired, man. What did Liberian people say? God there? Just said, Wipuji and Friday. My own friend and brother. Back to the field of play. The ball comes to Black Miller. Black Miller to pay as you go. Pay as you go to accountability. Back to pay as you go. In this day and age, after 172 years, Liberia has no credit. Liberia is buying everything cash now. Because Liberia has lost her overdraft protection privileges. You can't go overdraft anymore because your hands were cut in a cookies jar. You stole from the World Bank, you stole from the Donors Fund. You emptied the Social Security coverage. You went to the Federal Reserve unauthorized and stole from there. So the IMF has entered now and said we can't credit you anymore because you don't got no good credit. You see it here in America and other parts of the world. If you don't have credit, cell phone says you can't get it in your name. Liberia now is operating as pay as you go country. Everything she has to pay cash. Liberia has all the natural resources, the gold, the diamonds, the rubber, the timbers. We thought oil was discovered. But Liberia has just been poorly managed. You know, when you are a chairman of a big party, you carry a big voice. And I think women pay owes the Liberian people an apology. And Youngly Kanka, you need to apologize to Liberian people because I will campaign against you pro bono to make sure that you don't win the upcoming senatorial election. You people are very wicked for Liberia. Wicked people. We all are sorry for you here saying, oh, the government killed your husband. The same government that will tie the people say the government killed your husband, that the same government is supporting against the common Liberian people who continue to suffer in their own country. You are millionaire. You have signed all the bogus concessions. You got all the money, but you're still greedy. You're still looking for money. I don't blame you. I blame the people who giving you money. In the recent by-election, we try to tell them they didn't want to listen, and today now you can see eye to eye. The Liberian people for you. You're not telling the truth. They think you're divided. Who is Youngly Kanka to come here? And you know that the people are so wicked. You go in the chat room, you're communicating, you're trying to strategize on how to make the protest successful. When my pair who ugly the medicine gets up and said, no, nobody will go in the street, they protest, blah, blah, blah. All the money, Youngly Kanka, you can't even see the money. You know? But God will continue to expose all of you wicked people. Back to the field of play. The ball comes to Mo Ali. Mo Ali to Henry Costa. Henry Costa looks around to Darius Dillon. Darius Dillon looks around back to pay as you go. Pay as you go back to accountability onto communication. Communication looks around to Yeke Koluba. Yeke Koluba, don't be scared. They ain't got nothing on you. George Weah wants to get rid of Yeke Koluba and Henry Costa. It's too hard for you, Mr. President. You can't do it. The international community is watching you. And these boys didn't do anything for you to go after them. They are asking you to govern. They are asking you to pick up the role as a leader and turn things around. Nobody hates you, George Weah. But you are on the path to destroy our generation because of your own inaptitude, because of the lack of leadership, because of greed, because of deception, because of corruption, false promises, lies. Continue to lie to the Liberian people. I mean, you play soccer at a very high level, made a lot of money. People have respect for you all over the world. You squander your money because you can't think right, because of mental instability. You regain your wealth at the expense of Liberia and the poor Liberian people. And this is what we get in return. Shame on you, George Weah. Shame on you. The ball comes to Reverend Sam G. Skepta. She looks around to Boyka Jelaba. Boyka Jelaba to Oscar Cooper to Henry Costa. Henry Costa looks around to Mo Ali. Back to Henry Costa. Henry Costa back to Darius Dillon. Darius Dillon to Sandra Johnson, a.k.a. Iso. And some of these people claim to be members of the C.O.P. They go and get in bed with the government of Liberia just because of small money. Just because of small money. We rather stay neutral than to sell our souls to the devil. We can't do that. And that's why 19, 20 years ago we made a decision to leave the country. Because we didn't want to end up like a lecture we're running in there that would twist the story just to get a few dollars from President Weah. Lecturer, a friend, who went to one of the best schools in London, go back home. Look at ERBC today. When we were at ERBC with the limited resources, we were still untouchable. Even with the suppression of child stealer, we made our mark. Go ask the people what we did. We were not in the pockets of these officials. We were fed, balanced. You know, and that's what you're supposed to do. But Joshua gave you small money and said, do not report, do not do a coverage on a protest. And you sat down that you're supposed to be a journalist. You just sit down and report lies. Jesus Christ. Liberia needs help. The ball comes back to Green. Green to Benson. Benson looks around to Prophet Key. Prophet Key to compromise onto desperation. Desperation to Assumption Stepchild. Assumption Stepchild to the gold merger, the Reverend Sam G. Skepta. She's moving deep in and out of the field. She connects Racketeer. Racketeer to false promises. No, the ball doesn't go too well. The ball has been intercepted now by drugs abuse. Drugs abuse to George Weah. George Weah to money laundering onto human rights abuse. Human rights abuse to abuse of power to selective justice to corruption to Akara's Gray, aka Dope Fiend, aka Opium King Kong. Doping connects no, he doesn't make it. Yeke Koluba intercept the ball, and the ball comes back now to Henry Costa. Henry Costa to Mo Ali. On to Eloise Salif Garley. Eloise Salif got it back to Assumption Stepchild onto Reverend Skepta. You ladies are doing well this afternoon. Assumption Stepchild loses the ball to alcoholism. Alcoholism to womanizer onto critical thinker. Critical thinker to prostitution. Prostitution abuse onto drugs abuse. The ball comes to hypocrisy. Hypocrisy to death squad. Death squad to harassment. Harassment to police brutality onto statutory rapist. Statutory rapist. Be someone puts over the team. The ball comes to nepotism. Liberia is the only country where you rape a 13, 12-year-old girl. Then you cover the story. You go away with impunity. Your daughter is way you're not older than that 12, 13-year-old girl. I mean, what kind of conversation you have with a 12 or 13-year-old girl? Abusing our young children because of poverty. Get them candy money and sleep with them. In some instances, to hide the identity, you kill them and extract extract body parts in this day and age just for juju purposes so you can be powerful. But you know, medicine can fail. God will never fail you. And this nonsense that you are doing in our country, killing people and getting away with it, will come back to haunt you one day. Liberia doesn't deserve this. Liberia deserves better. Our people are suffering. Folks can't find food to eat. You saw man, boy, you saw the women, you saw the children, you saw the people in the streets. They say food or no food. Georgia has to go. Georgia needs to leave. But this is what the Liberian people get in return for voting you in the office. We told them, they men you're voting for, so the men does not mean well for the country. And today, in just under 2 years, Georgia has proven that he does not care about the people of Liberia. He's all about himself. Back to the field of play. The ball comes to Dope Fair. Akara's Gray. To human rights abuse. Human rights abuse to money laundering. On to Bill Twawe. Bill Twawe beats one man. Look, that's part of the money that people have in Liberia. They can't practice good hygiene. They ain't got good hygiene practicing. Listen, one more, you know, when I was in Liberia last year, I would get up in the morning and go to the gym. And it was this gym here opposite the education ministry. And one of those mornings, I was on the treadmill, and guess who I ran into? I ran into Bill Twawe. This is the managing director of the Freeport of Monrovia. The man have bad odor, spending jet a goat. I said, when not? But all the money that people got, they can't take care of themselves. Is that how you read it smells or the medicine protection? You know, what kind of human being is this? Smelling a wolf ass. And you're supposed to be a government official. These people don't love the country. You steal from the country. You steal from the National Port Authority, give the money to George Weah. St. Louis steals from the the Ministry of Transport, give the money to George Weah. Because George Weah no longer has money to travel. At the end of the day, Liberia will continue to suffer under these criminals, under these thugs, under these gangsters. Back to the field of play, the ball comes to abuse of power. Abuse of power to false promises to nepotism to witch hunt to murder to rape. Starting to a rapist gets a better hand. The ball comes to police brutality to harassment to hypocrisy to jealousy to envy back to hypocrisy, onto death squad. When you attack people, when you attack Petro, Henry Costa, especially not knowing it, process right now, what this young man is going through, then you'll see nothing but just hate and jealousy, because you're not in his position. You don't know what the man is going through. Are you perfect? No human being is perfect. But Henry Costa in this stage loves Liberia. He loves the people of Liberia. Some of you have not gone to Liberia for over 20 years. You don't even know how Ken Joseph Road looks there anymore. You don't even know how to actually looks there anymore. But all you do, you come here and criticize people. So there is not a time to open your big mouths and try to correct what was supposed to happen, why it's supposed to happen. And very shortly at halftime, we'll open up the telephone lines so you can call in and appreciate the leadership of the C.O.P, our brothers and sisters who didn't have food to eat and gathered today and went out to the capital square in support of Mama Liberia. They are tired of suffering, they are tired of being sought after, they are tired of the suppression and the provocation. We want you to call in and appreciate that. No, it's not a time to talk nonsense. You know too damn much. That's why our country is suffering at this. boy comes to human rights abuse to selective justice to corruption to wasteful spending to Molma Molu back and forth, promising the boy comes to abuse of power doesn't get a better hand. The boy comes to nepotism to witch hunt to murder to statutory rapist, the boy comes to police brutality, onto harassment to hate to jealousy to plead my way to hard time to suppression to hypocrisy. The boy comes to WPO be so impossible to the boy comes to unemployment, onto hard time to selective justice to Boyo to Wiabola, onto stupidation. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we come to the end of the first half. 2 goals to the C.O.P and 1 goal to the Liberia national team. At this half now, we're going to open up the telephone line where you can call in and show some type of appreciation to the leadership of the C.O.P and of course the Liberian people who showed up today in record-breaking numbers. And that's right, the telephone line is not open. That's 313-408-8396. Call in and show some type of appreciation to your brothers and sisters today who appeared at the Capitol Square. Oscar Dennis, Happy New Year. It's been a long time. Sonny Cool Williams is also on the field. I want to go to the telephone line now. Hello, caller. Tell us your name and where you call from.
Hello, Ashford.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I want to say thanks so much for 40-minute time on your platform tonight.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I want to say a big thank you. First of all, to the Liberian people, the protesters, those that came out in the numbers to protest today. I want to say thank you to them. I want to say thank you to Mr. Heron Petro Costa and the C.O.P, especially to Mr. Heron Petro Costa, who risks his life, leaving his son, his family, loved ones, friends in the U.S. to go to Liberia for a cause. And I want to say to all of us Liberians, we won today. We won December 30th. We won January 6th. Thank you so much, Ashford. Thanks to all of you guys who put hands around C.O.P and hands around the Liberian people.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
We have Mr. Joseph Cheer on the line from London. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Garley.
How you doing, my brother? Welcome to the show.
Yes, good. It's nice having me on your show, and nice watching it.
Yeah, but man, thank you, and we're happy that you were able to call in and to say 1 or 2 words. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm very thankful today for the great job that our brothers and sisters have done today in Liberia, and we all should be able to still support them because they did a very great job. Mission accomplished. And that's why Liberians really they needed to be able to see who is George Manawia, what is some of his character that he have in him that were in healing from the Liberian people, and he finally showed it to the Liberian people and proving it. So it was job well done today for our people.
Thank you, my brother.
Although they were victim, but we all have to stand behind them to see how we can be able to fight back.
Thank you so much.
Okay, then.
That was Mr. Joseph Cheer from London. Hello, caller. Tell us your name and where you call from.
My name is Matthew Sofa, and I join you from Minnesota.
Welcome to the show, my brother. We're listening to you.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate our brothers and sisters back home for sincerely coming out to endanger their life in defense of our democracy. People may not understand. This current regime has intimidated our people not to come out to peacefully expose the ills within our society. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
The approach from the Liberia National Police today is unprofessional, especially when it comes to the trash of things that they refer to as evidence from the Kekoriba vehicle, because it's not even evidence. I know that trash is not even permissible in the court of any competent jurisdiction. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay? A professional police are not associated with politics. A professional institutions that understand the ethical proceeding of police administration would never reduce itself to what we saw today in Liberia. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
It's unbearable. It's painful to see our brothers and sisters treated in such a manner. Joe Weir, there's a reward we get it for you. When we took Ambassador Weir in the past to be the Messiah, when we're on the street singing praises to the child, owing him our own, there's a reward. There's an aggressive reward that we get from Ambassador Weir. My brother, is frustrating. People may not understand. It's frustrating. It's unacceptable. It's regrettable. We did not expect this child that we were calling when I say called Z, when I say called Z, meaning our own. The bodies were all over calling this child called Z. Called Z in manner is our own. Today, he has turned overnight as a dictator.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much.
The police institution that were established to protect life and property, those guys are nowadays being used by this unfit president to harass, to tolerate the Liberian people. My brother, I only call tonight to let you know that we appreciate our brothers and sisters. We will continue to resist peacefully against the unfit regime. Thank you very much.
Thank you. 587-568-2774.
Hello? No, don't call my number on the internet, please.
Okay.
I would like it private.
Okay, go ahead.
Please
Make it win. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, my name is Arnell M. Cruz, and I'm a writer from Canada.
Okay.
Okay. I must say I was truly disappointed in what I saw today. Before the protest, I was a bit afraid for the life of the Liberian people, because I know how things can go out of hand in Liberia, because there's no law and order, right? Everybody do their own thing, you know? So when the people were coming out to demonstrate today, I was really worried for them. I didn't even sleep last night. I was really worried. I went to bed like 4 a.m. Canadian time, right? But when the protest started, I was pleased to see how calm the people was, how respectful it was, even to the authorities, to the police, and to see, you know, how they were following orders and stuff like that. One thing, if there's going to be another protest, right? One thing that we need to do is to try to avoid, you know, any opportunity for the opposition to disrupt the occasion. You get it, right? So, for example, if a child want to play outside and the parents said no, but the child insists, and the parents say, okay, I will let you go play outside, but if I hear one noise, you're coming back in the house. You know that Liberian term, all of us have heard it from our parents before. So if that child want to continue playing outside, that child will have to play quietly, because that parent just looking for that one little opportunity to bring the child back in the house, because from day one, the parent didn't want the child going outside to play anyway. You get it?
That's right.
So there's nothing the Liberian people did today that was wrong, okay? Cooking the food to the location they were cooking it at, I understand, because why? There's a great crowd, right? So there's no way they can position the food somewhere else. Then people have to go walk to go get food. You get what I'm saying?
That's right.
It would distract the opportunity of them trying to protest because people will be distracted. People got to go get food, come back, and plus it's not safe. You know, someone can be walking to go get food, somebody else can hurt them. So the people decide to cook the food in a mess where all of them gather, where they know it's safe and it's okay. But that was the opportunity for the Liberian government to see that and say, oh, it is a threat to the nation. How is cooking on coal pot a threat to the nation? If cooking on a coal pot or the charcoal is a threat to the nation of Liberia, then they should ban all pots in Liberia and bring electrical stove for everybody to use and bring proper electricity into the country that everyone can use electrical stove. Okay? So I didn't see that as a threat. But that was their opportunity for them to disrupt the occasion. So what I would advise next time, if there's any protest going on, they can prepare the food, even if they can wake up 4 in the morning, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Prepare the food and have cars to deliver it and keep it in like cooler, you know, that will keep the food warm so it doesn't get cold fast, and they can serve the people just to avoid these people finding opportunity to disrupt the occasion.
But the protesters said on several occasions that they were going to gather there and they were going to cook and eat there. They said this over and over. And not only that, one of the political leaders for the ANC, what's his name? Alexander Cummings. He said, I believe on the 28th of December, he said these people need to come together and put into effect some logistics. We will have to be covered with food and other things. So these things were discussed. I mean, also, just recent best known terms, they were probably scared or something like that. That's why they disrupted the crowd today.
No, they wasn't scared. The protest was going well, okay? So the international community, every Liberian around the world was watching, okay? So they did not want this protest to be successful. And the only way they could do that is to find a means of disruption. And that means of disruption was to say that little small coal pot. It's not like it was an even open flame that if someone's standing around it, they can catch on fire. It wasn't an open flame. It was a coal pot that was going to be covered with big pots, you know? And there's people around it. So who was going to, even if they throw the coal pot down, and like, I mean, nobody was going to get burned because what the coal pot was, I saw that they gave enough space. Mm-hmm. It's not like there was no space for people to stand and someone got burned. No. So that was just an opportunity for them to disrupt the occasion that was happening. And it was really disappointing because for once that the people wanted to speak their mind and what their grievances were, and they weren't given the opportunity. And that is the problem I noticed with a lot of the African nations. They do not allow you to express yourself. When you try to express yourself, they say you're rude, you're disrespectful, you respect nobody. You know, that's why a lot of times it's hard for Africans to really express themselves how they feel, because from childhood, everyone in your community, including relatives and parents, will suppress you not to talk and express how you feel. Yeah, a child at 3 years old can express and tell you if they like something, if they don't like something, and you better say sorry if you're wrong. Because if you don't, they will correct you.
Thank you, my sister.
But in Africa, it doesn't matter how old you are. You're not allowed to speak.
Thank you.
So that is a suppression from years upon years upon years, and that's what we see even with the government. The government has adopted that system, and that is wrong.
Thank you so much.
I believe everyone has this freedom to speak if they have something to say, and I believe that the president should be willing to listen. They say a man who listens, a man who doesn't listen will not know what the problem is coming from. And the man who listens, and not just listen, because some people listen, but it comes through one ear and go through the other ear. And they have some people that will really listen and observe what's going on, and they will learn from it and decide to correct their mistake. So if George Weah would just listen to the people and their grievances and try to find solutions, even if he don't want to come out in the crowd to speak to the people as they claim it was unsafe.
Thank you so much, my sister. So. Well said.
But he could have spoken from his mansion.
Thank you.
He has Facebook.
Thank you so much, my sister.
People are going to tune into his page.
Okay, thank you,
You know?
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Hello, caller. Tell us your name and where you call from.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Samara. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Miss Fana, welcome to the show. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, thank you, brother. I really like the address and the radio. It's very, very, very nice. But I want to make a comment though.
Okay, go ahead. Make your
And
comment.
the comment I want to make is
Hello?
yeah, how are you?
Brother.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us your name and where you call from. 952.
This is Will. Oh, this is William from Minnesota. Uncle Ashford, Garley, what's up, Giant?
We're too blessed to be stressed, my brother. God is good. Welcome to the show.
All the time, yeah, my man. Thank you so much for the show, but just to add my one or two, I want to also commend you for the program, and also to give a special thanks to the Council of Patriots, especially Mr. Hendren Pedro Costa, for actually being the leader of Liberia in the absence of leadership. Miracles that continue to show to the Liberian people that there's better days ahead of Liberia, way ahead of us, the better days. We might not be here to enjoy the better part of Liberia tomorrow, but miracles that continue to show to us that Liberia will get better. So people getting to see for the fight. Like the sister Jeff said, the president of Liberia is a failure. He's a disgrace. I think a 7-year-old little girl got better sense than George we are sorry to say. He's naive, he's stupid, he's dumb. You sit there, you ruin your people. People barely have food to eat. Can't even afford to send their children to school. Like you talk about 6, 7, 8, 9-year-old girls being raped, and the next thing they're being killed, and there's nothing being done about that. And this one Liberian individual continues to show us the problem of the Liberian people. Everyone goes back on the radio in 20 minutes and say, oh, we need to raise $500 to send a little girl to hospital. Everybody going to contribute. People listening to this man more than you. So we just got to keep praying for, I think we keep praying for Liberia because for me, I really want to pray for Liberia. We just got to keep praying for the people that back home. Hopefully it will get better. But if everyone start listening to you, we pray that this C.O.P. turn into an international movement, that even some of us can get a membership and be part of the Council of Patriots, wherever we think us to contribute. Because all the old people in the old house, just because we are, he's deaf. If he's smart, if he's a smart man, he will look at reality and see how the list of not them they will execute it.
Okay, Will, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, my brother. Enjoy the rest of the night. Hello, caller. Tell us your name and where you call from.
Yeah, I'm calling from the DMV.
Hey, what's happening?
I want to say thanks to the Liberian people. I was really downhearted the other day when the protests were cut off. I was mad. I said some terrible things about Costa, but he redeemed himself today, and we got to know that Costa is the man, regardless of whatever George B.I. is doing. He knows that Costa is the man, and when Costa calls, the people answer. And if this protest had gone another day, he know what was coming for him, because he knows that more people were going to be added on to the ones that was there today. And the police director cannot be serious and think that he can hold Yeke Koloba for planting arm in his car, because there'll be another trouble. And that ain't going nowhere. It's going to die a natural death, because they know not to tell Yeke to come at him with anything. So I just want to say thank you, and Costa, you're the man. And I took my words back, and I apologize for everything I said. You're the man. Thank you, Ashford.
Yeah, thank you. You know, and if you really get to know Costa, you know that he's a very humble young man. A lot of people got angry when the protest didn't go on, and we all said all kinds of things. And Henry came by and said, I realized that some of you people are angry, but this is what's going on. And the fact that some of you are not too proud to apologize for what you felt were out of line. I wanted to find out that this young man did what he had to do. Again, they say he's the head of the C.O.P, but then he's not alone. And we saw that firsthand when he listened to Wilma Pay during the June 7 protest. When Woman Pay suggested that, hey, let us not read the petition. Henry could have said, you know what, I'm the chairman, but he listened to him. He was the chairman of the Unity Party and the official from the C.O.P. And that's just how things work. But for you to go in the chat room, discuss things, and come out and backstab your friends, they're just not so fair. To you, Women Pay, and the Young Lee Kanga, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Hello, caller. Tell us your name and where you call from.
Yeah, my name is C.O.P. Anderson, and I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Go ahead, make your point. Welcome to the show.
I know our brother and sister show up to protest today, which was very appreciated. But one thing I'd like to make clear here is this. I don't think it was necessary for them to have like a cool pot and stuff to cook in front of the executive manager. Instead of cooking the food somewhere else and have it shared as we go in. So, I mean, because that don't even look right to show that kind of approach where we could be like gathering and then we cooking right at the same place. You know what I mean? Right in front of the executive manager. I don't think that happened anywhere in the world. But it would have been better off cooking the food somewhere else and have it shared along the way. I think that would have been the best bet. Then we would have trapped them there for the whole day and be able to do what we needed to do. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Thank you so much for your point. Point well taken. Thank you for being a part of the show. Hello, caller. Tell us your name. 515. Tell us your name and where you call from.
Hello.
My name is Edwin Tua.
Okay, is that the 515 number? Go ahead and make your point. We're listening to you.
Yeah, to what my brother was just saying, I really admire what you just said. You all live in the diaspora, brother. See how they were taking that place to be as the executive ground. You put permission you to go and do what you're supposed to do. I mean, it started peacefully. Police people, they were operating the police people want. You have to listen to this. Every country has the rules and law. You can't just say, okay, because I protest, then you see that place looking. You and myself, we are from Liberia. And as you can see the place today, it was like a red dump site. So actually, they caused their own disturbance for what happened.
When the last time you were in Liberia?
2013.
What thing in Liberia that look clean in Liberia to you? The executive machine you're talking about, is it functional?
Why would you ask that kind of question?
I'm asking, you just said something. I'm asking a question. I said, what in Liberia that look decent to you? You laughing?
After Liberia, everything is decent to me because I'm a country. I love my country. So
okay. Thanks for calling, my brother. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you. Hello, caller. Tell us your name and where you call from.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the show. Your name?
My name is Mika. I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Go ahead, make your point, my sister. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I don't have much to say. I just want to take this time to say thank you to Henry and his team. And what I just want to talk on here is about the police and you get followed by like what happened. Those people just looking for Yeke to just hunt for him for nothing. Because we're in the war that you will take someone's car according to your own estimation, drive the car, carry the car to your Zoom. You're not checking car or nothing. Even you were checking inside, even you drove it to your place and you wanted to check inside according to you, you call press or nothing, but you went ahead checking. And your mother, you started to see stuff before you send somebody. I saw one of the police lady running with a fast get at me. Running, she said she going to call press for your account. When I other thing that happened in the war, and you say it's very clear that you want to catch somebody and you want to be fair. When I calculate leave right there, you check it that everybody will see, but you take it and carry it to your horse. You check inside your neck and thing in your horse, you put it there. Then now you call people just to prove they can. That other thing, I don't know what they're really looking for behind your game, but they will not even make it. Thank you tonight for your show.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you so much. And again, the number to call is 313-408-8393. 8396. You want to talk about cleanliness of the city. When the president is saying we got time for good hygiene practice, this is a man who sit down, forget his surrounding and try to put a hand in front here and start scratching it all over the place. Put a hand to his butt, scratch his butt, and take a hand from there and smell it. So be president of Liberia. He ain't got no class. And he come here and talk about executive mansion. People go to the restaurant, they sit down right near the restaurant. By the time they finish eating, they go behind the back of the restaurant, unzip their pants, take out the whatchamacall, and try to ease themselves. Country, the president ain't got no class. There's no class in the country. The country is filthy, and you won't can't talk about people going to the mansion. What you expect people to go at? When the government had the opportunity to sit down with these people to plan on, since your 18 year will be for multiple days. This is what we need to do in terms of providing food for the protesters. You know that people find something to eat when they come to protest. You know they'll get hungry. Hello, caller. Tell us your name and where you call from. Yeah, go ahead. Tell us your name, sir. Yeah, 651 number. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Hannah, calling from Minnesota. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, man. We're listening to you.
My name is Hannah, calling from Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah, I was calling and pertaining about the issue today. Yeah, I was just calling to let you know that,
Listen to the phone. Do not listen to the receiver in the back. Listen to me, okay? Because there's a few second delay in the back. So listen to me. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. I listen.
Okay. This is a 447 number. Hello, sir. Then tell us your name, sir. Where you call from?
Mr. Garley, how are you doing?
Good. What is your name?
I'm Abraham calling from United Kingdom.
Hey, Abraham, welcome to the show, my brother. We're listening. We're all ears. What's on your mind tonight?
Thank you very much for the show, brother.
You're welcome.
I will first of all take this time to thank our Liberia people that take their time to come out today, that prove to the world that indeed what they are going through is not bearable. And the C.O.P official, Henry Costa and his team, with all those press people that have covered the program today, the program was very, very successful because they were able to prove to the world that the government is incompetent, the government is intolerant, the government is just prepared for violence in Liberia. I listened to one of our brothers who just called to say that the executive marshal is clean. I wonder, have he ever visited that executive marshal? The foreign minister, what the president is using as a marshal, that foreign minister, they still using water in the bucket to flush the campaign.
And you're 100% correct. I went on the 5th floor of that foreign minister. They still got drunk in the bathroom. They were used, take the water, take the bucket, put it in the drum, and then flush the toilet. When you tell them, say, but why I can't bring rain water? They say, oh, that the people on the job, they say when you bring rain water, they will not get paid. Look at that kind of nonsense.
For you to know that the place is so dirty, where the president himself is working, snake and all can go there to go and find food to eat.
Exactly.
That's true to you that the place is dirty. What about the executive marshal? Why not been functioning for more than 10 years? That truck, that place, why it's already filthy. All over Monrovia is very dirty. Then you tell me what to say. The people were trying to dirty the place. What is clean about that place? A job where himself clean, man who following the official's wife, pregnant people's wife. Is that a clean mess? Brother, thank you for your show. We continue to follow you. And those guys that get we are bullet on the car will respond to them. Because they get we are bullet. They don't get law for that. They only get law for George Weah. And if George Weah not be careful, the next protest will not be peaceful. We will tell radical people. The next protest will be radical people, radical group. That's what we'll do next time. Thank you.
Maybe the Liberian people themselves can just take to the streets, because I think the C.O.P is a little too classic for these people, I think that's what they need to do, because you're trying to show them respect. They think you want to be talks to them. The bunch of gangsters that came and mistakenly occupy our country, and they just can't let go. I said this from time to time. I said these people were taught. Some of them are one drug for a whole week with a smelling feet. They came accidentally, they took power, and they think there's something, Bunch of talks. Liberia is a complete gangster paradise now. you know. And the number that's called is 313-408-8396. Hello, caller. Tell us the name and where you call from. 919 number.
My name is Misha Kama. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Welcome to the show, my sister.
Yeah, thank you so much, brother, for the show. Yeah, the attitude, I just want to say
Hello, this is
all the
Hannah calling from the
Okay, hold on, my sister. Somebody's already talking, okay? Go ahead. My sister from the 919 number. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to say thanks to all the Liberians that came out to protest today. The attitude of the Liberians today showed to the world that, you know, we are not happy and enough is enough. We want to, and you know, we want to see development within our country. But Joshua has taken to the world how incompetent he is and how arrogant he is. Because we cannot tell the international community that we're going to provide security for the people. If they say they want to cook, invite the people to them. You guys should have handled it in a way that the international community will feel like, you know, a peaceful leader who does not want problem within the country. Then at least the way they can always say, oh, Costa is the problem. Then at least other people will see Costa not as the problem. But you cannot say, oh, you're dead in the street. Then in less than 2-3 minutes, you're shooting tear gas, using hot water on the people that you claim that you love and you want to govern. Is that how you treat them? I saw the other lady who took move from there and then the blood. Is that how you treat them? How do you expect the Liberians to be quiet? We did not put you there because we wanted you to become a dictator for us. We were just trying to see, because we're having a lot of educated people who have always been there to steal the country money and come to America. The Liberians said, no, let's try this guy, whether he's educated or not. But this attitude of Joshua has shown the Liberians that we have to sit and think and ask God for forgiveness, because we Liberians have been racist. We are always been all conquered versus native. So now we have native men there, and we're seeing the attitude of the native person. So let us just pray and see who, you know, and see who God can actually help us to help us leave this country, because Joshua has shown to us how incompetent he is. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, 651 number. Tell us the name and where you call from.
Hello?
Yeah, tell us the name and where you call from.
My name is Hannah again. I call from Minnesota.
Okay, go ahead and make your point. We're listening to you.
Yes. My question is, those who calling and saying that, oh, this is the executive ground, why the people got to cook there? My question is that this is the executive ground. It's true that it's the executive ground, but if the executive ground block was shared in it, so the block and the food they cook there, which one is better?
I know.
That's my question. And the next thing, I get 1 or 2 words for C.O.P. to tell them that they have reached the stage that the police is not for the people, it's for the president and his disciples. So the only thing I get to say to the C.O.P. is that the same international community that came today and say, change the protest this or do this, to be between they and the government back and forth. We are part of the UN, we are part of the ECOWAS. And the thing is that provide security for the people for the next time. Because you know what? The government right now, the president right now, and the police is not for the people. It's for those we are in the disciples.
Thank you.
And Costa should go right now and sue the government to export code. Not even try to put in the thing that because everything right now is over. Only job we are in the disciples. Liberians do not have boards or anything in that job. So they can go to export code and sue drug work for what you did to them. Because you promise the world that you are going to provide security.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And enjoy the rest of the show. And folks, if you just joining us, this is Ashford Garley live on Bridge Radio. We're also on the internet at www.bridgeradioafrica.com. And if this is your first time joining us, just like our page, follow us so that during our subsequent broadcast, you will have that instant notification so you can come on and enjoy the program. A 207 number. Tell us the name and where you call from. Hey, Mr. Thomas, welcome to the show, my man. Welcome to the show, Josephus.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ashford. Thank you. Yeah, I want to extend my thanks and appreciation to the Council of Patriots, for the Mohammed Yeke Koruba, Aaron Costa, Dara Dillon, and all others from the Patriots. Yeah, I want to tell George Weah that he should be very mindful with what he's doing, because he had gathered people and he had been listening to people on the talk show and things, like people like Michael Gilmore, and then the last time he sent for this guy who like those from the Satu, Sylvester Moses. So these are people who will be fooling the, oh my man, you have been so lenient with these people. Every day protest, you have to come down like a man, and then you try to minimize the protest business, because if you don't do so, people all will be protesting, and Joey, I gotta be very careful.
Thank you.
And he ready to go to become roommate for President Taylor. He alone gonna be over there.
Thank you, Mr.
So like, what I gotta
Thomas.
say is, he so is why it's quite sufficient.
Thank you so much, my brother. Enjoy the rest of the show. And my only love, Miss Steffi Garman, is joining us from Dubai. Happy New Year, Steffi. Let us show who you're having a great time tonight.
What is
A 610 number. Tell us the name of where you call from.
Huh?
610-532. Tell us the name of where you call from. I guess he or she doesn't know his or her own number. 701 number, I believe this is North Dakota. Tell us the name of where you call from.
Yeah, hi. My name is Aya Daniel.
Mr. Daniel, welcome to the show. Go ahead and make your point. We're listening to you.
Yeah, I want to speak on the issue of what happened today about Yeke Koruba.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that the National Police, Liberia National Police, has become Georgia's police. Because what they did today, anybody in the rightful mind will know that it was a plot, and it is a plot against Yeke Koruba. This young guy has been complaining about what has been happening to his house. People have been going to his house, harassing him, and today showed that it was a plan to put guns in his car just for them to be able to get what they want from him.
Hold 1 minute. And folks who just came in and thinking that you missed the game, you didn't miss the game. We are at halftime now. And after we're done with these few calls, we'll go back to the field of play. But just to bring you up to speed, C.O.P is in the lead 2-1 against the Liberia national team. Just so you know, the Reverend Semji Skepta scored the first goal. It was a penalty kick, and then the second goal was scored by Henry Costa. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, so I'm calling upon like all Liberians. It might be Yeke Koruba today. Now he's speaking against bad governance and the behavior of the government. It might be anybody tomorrow. We need to stand against George Weah. George Weah is a dictator. If Liberian people, George Weah will go beyond.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the game. 610 number. Tell us the name and where you call from.
My name is Avery.
Avery, welcome to the show, my brother. What is on your mind tonight?
Yeah. Thank you for the show. Are you there?
Go ahead. I'm listening to you, sir.
Yes, I'm from Pennsylvania. I just want to commend the C.O.P for their bravery, for showing to the world that that they can go against dictatorship. George Weah is a dictator. For the Liberian people, we have to know for themselves what kind of leadership he is, and he is very in attitude. That's against our country, leadership that we have, that he is running Liberia with. If we are not careful, Liberia will plunge into another civil war, because he have all the gangsters, all these old rebels, and what have you. They just went to enrich themselves instead of looking at where to take the country from. So we are very surprised. Some of us, we are not surprised of George Weah leadership. And I commend the C.O.P. that they should not lose hope. They should plan another protest, and we will see who going to bow down to George Weah. But I guess that George Weah government, we have to bow down to the people, the power of the people.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you so much. It's been a long time. Miss Christine Bilse King, welcome to the show. Martha Bolyoplo Nenun, welcome to the show as well. And let us go to Liberia, where we have our local correspondent, Mr. Habiba Clinton. He's on the line via Skype. Habiba, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Ashford. Good evening, everyone.
You had a very rough day today. We were in communication. I mean, since 3:30 this morning, you were getting ready to leave out of Dupo Road to head downtown, and you did such an awesome job today, giving us events as they unfolded today. What do you know so far?
Ashford, let me tell you something. Since yesterday morning, we began to get into the street to cover up some of the activities as it relates to the protest. And what we saw from the onset, in the morning time, the Liberian National Police provided a very peaceful corridor. And at 8 going to 9 o'clock, the protest ground was empty, and we were all there present, observing the activities. And up to 10, 11, and you started to see people trooping in at the protest ground. So all that long, when people were in there, they were playing music, people dancing and singing, all of those slogan songs. Around by 4 to 5 o'clock, what came as a surprise, the peaceful corridors are provided by the Liberian National Police began sour. What I must say, I saw a group of Liberian National Police personnel from the Executive Mansion, Foreign Affairs Ministry's side coming towards the crowd. While coming, at that moment, the people was already in mood to boil food, and they were distributing bread, and we just saw tear gas exploding up, you know, and that's how people begin to run. And the running, while people running, the peaceful protesters running, you know, Liberian National Police were at the back of the people running, two behind the people. You know, there are some people, few people got wounded, and for also looking for the 5 minutes time, the entire street was perpetually empty, and that was so fearful. So that was not a very good thing today. I mean, yesterday in Liberia, I think other international community journalists were present, local journalists were present. So it had gone viral all around the world.
But the Liberian National Police also alleged that they found a gun in Honorable Yeke Kuluba's vehicle. When we saw from the onset that they searched the vehicle, there was no sign of guns. But after they relocated the vehicle to the headquarters, they came out with this claim that they found a gun in his car.
And that's the biggest problem or the question that cannot be answered. And at the moment after the car was taken away, the Liberian National Police had possession. It was in possession of the car, and nobody were there after they had done all of their search. And later they begin to come up and become calling journalists to come and see what they have seen in the car. But who were there when they were doing the search, and they did not call anybody? So nobody knew how the gun gathered. The gun was put into the car, either it was in there or somebody put it there. That's the biggest question that's
I want to
facing.
believe, and this is just me, I want to believe that gun was planted in the car because, listen, according to Henry Costa today at the press conference, going into the Capitol Square, all the vehicles were searched. Okay? All the vehicles were searched. They never found anything to be a foreign object. Now, how come now you come after the protest, you decide to search his car, you never found any gun in his car. You only saw gallons of water, which of course we saw on live television, on the social media. You relocate the vehicle to the headquarters of the Liberian National Police, and you come out and say you found a gun in his car? How can that be possible?
Ashford, and you should know that when you do any kind of professional job, where especially our kind of situation, you will have to call upon maybe journalists and other people to observe what's unfolding. By the time you couldn't see anybody around. They were the one that had in possession of the car. So how did the gun go there? That's the biggest question, which of course they have taken a serious concern over Vera Local Radio yesterday evening.
And the protesters, including some of you journalists, were tear gas, correct? And then what else happened after the cry was dispersed? I mean, we saw the police on the rampage now. What else did you see?
And now, like, the interesting part here is that after the crowd was dispersed around the protest ground, where people took the dispatch the place, and some people took Jalatan Road, and other people took Ken Johnson Road, and running up going to Broad Street, and the entire area became empty. Some of us were able to use our gadgets and go back and observe what really unfolded. And when we took the Capitol Building Road, we got to the Jalatan, that is the Ken Johnson Road junction in front of the executive mansion, where the entire activities were unfolding. You'll find out that people who even brought their petty goods to be sold at that area, especially for Kuwait, water, candy, and other things. A lot of people left their materials because of the pressure. And and something interesting happening. Ashford, you find out that you see the police personnel are collecting these materials. Some of them were being taken away, and I personally saw people sucking. I mean, police personnel sucking the people who ate. And
so are you saying that the police was involved in looting today also?
Oh, that I saw. This is not something like I am saying it from somebody's mouth. I saw that because we were the last people who left the ground because of our gadgets, and they gave us the respect. The journalists were not intimidated. But what we saw in the evening time around 5 to 6, it was kind of a dramatic and very funny.
You see, Joshua ought to be ashamed of himself. You can't pay the police people, so you are telling them to go loot to pay themselves. As simple as simple put, that's what it means. But hold that thought, and that's the voice of Mr. Habiba Clinton, our local correspondent in Liberia. Let us go back to the telephone line. Hello, caller. Tell us your name and where you call from.
Yeah, hello.
You live on the radio. Tell us your name.
I just want to give this information for the audience because today I was following the story from back home.
Okay.
And overheard from the media that there's a guy who was arrested from the Sabu unit in the midst of the protesters who were in possession of an arm.
Right.
And he was turned over to the police. I don't know why the police are not speaking about that, because that's the main issue. With the firearm, they are not talking about him, but they mean it could be the same firearm they took and put in the vehicle.
Right.
Because they have to send that guy to drop that arm in the midst of the people or to drop it in the vehicle, in one of the vehicles, and it was not possible. He was knocked down in the process. And they later on take him over to the Liberian National Police. The Liberian National Police may have come back with that same weapon to have a place to accomplish their aim.
This is a possibility.
Yeah,
okay,
because
thanks for calling. Thank you so much. Okay, let us go back to the telephone line. It's 267 number 776. Tell us your name and where you call from.
Yeah, how you doing, sir?
Good. Too blessed to be stretched. What is on your mind?
But no game today.
The game is still on. We're at halftime. The COP has.
All right. Okay.
COP got two, and the Librarian National has one.
Let me get my phone quick to lead. You see, I don't know who trained the Liberian National Police. I don't really know. I don't know why the Americans are wasting time on training the Liberian National Police. The thing was very, very clear today. This thing was a playing game. It was a plot against Honorable Yake Koluba. Also helped me that we have Facebook and other things and other technology that can record. You see, if you watch the video and first search of Yeke Koluba car that had the water, because the same car that had the water today, that's the same car the police put the gun in. It was searched from the beginning. All the water was taken off, everything was taken off, and they brutalized the driver of this car. They took the car away. In less than 35 minutes, 45 to 35 minutes, you saw a gun in Yeke car. No, come on now. Who judge, sensible judge, that want to sit there and listen to, excuse me, sir, and listen to this nonsense? Who want to listen to this nonsense? And they're talking about Yeke harm gun. It was a plot against Yeke Koluba. But let me take this time to tell you, thank you very much for the show. We have won.
Thank you, my brother.
We fought a good fight.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And it was nice having you on
Continue
tonight.
fighting this fight. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let us go to Europe. I see this, I believe it's 447-405. Tell us your name, sir.
Okay, I'm Musa calling from UK.
Musa, welcome to the show.
Mr. Garley, thank you for your show.
All right, what is on your mind?
Thank you. I just want to say something about the arm issue in Yeke car.
Okay.
You know, Mr. Garley, I was in Liberia through all the war. And when Charles Taylor came to power, Charles Taylor, I was there until Charles Taylor left Liberia. What happened during Charles Taylor regime? Although the Charles Taylor got rid of in Liberia, in our present, what they did was they killed them and put guns on their body, say they were carrying weapons. I can even remember when Manazikri from Cape Mount was killed because he was a threat to Charles Taylor. His body, they said he was an armed robber. So if they see Trump, they see the direction this guy is taking, because he is with Charles Taylor, that was setting the floor of people that were killing people in Monrovia. If they see a group of people he got in his Sabu unit, and they see a group of people he got in the NSA, all those guys that were in ACU, those guys have been planted in EPS personnel and the how they call it, and the NSA. So what they try to do is that every opponent, although that they see that they are threat to the government, they will always do this to them. So this is the time for Liberia to hold on together. Today it's Yeke Koluba. If we agree for this thing to happen to Yeke Koluba, what will happen tomorrow will be worse than this one. So this guy is trying to intimidate people, but it will not work, because we also it's a plot, it's a blind lie. We all know it's a lie.
Thank you.
We will not say it's a lie, or we prefer to fight it to the lie.
Thank you so much, my brother. Enjoy the rest of the game. Okay, we have two more callers. Then we're going to go back to the second and final portion of the game. 510-994-9406. Tell us your name and where you call from. It's a 510 number. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Tell us your name and where you call from.
Hey, my name is Sanford Roberts. I'm calling from California.
Mr. Roberts, welcome to the show. What is on your mind tonight?
So thank you, Ashford. Thank you. And I saw your guys today. They were on the field. They did a screen beautiful job today. And I was very proud of them for the hard work. But, okay, what I actually observed over there One of the things the police or Mr. Weah failed to understand, Yeke announced it today. He said the very police that you're trying to intimidate the crowd with, Yeke trained most of these guys, and it is true. Most of the people who work with Yeke doing when Yeke was in the police. So Yeke get all these information, even down to the NSA. Yeke has some inside men that work with him before. Trying to get the daily bread from wherever they can get it from. But loyalty, the benefit has loyalty with Yeke. That's one. Two, Yeke made it clear today. He said, few minutes from now, we are about to be. They're gonna send what's it called the thing? Tear gas on us. That's how the other leader left. But then Yeke being tactical man in military or whatever before, Yeke knew and he said, well, let me inform my people so they can be prepared. And a few minutes after, boom, things happened. So all those things were set up. And I'm very kind that they said before they get the what's the called the thing, the gun. I was watching when that car came, they decided that car shouldn't pass. They wanted to check that car. They checked in that car. What was in that car? A gallon of water, food stuff were in that car. So they checked that car earlier on before even people start gathering to the protest. So how is it now that they take the car and carry it to Central and then realize the phone going in it? How can people be so? I know Patrick like he was my people. I live right opposite his house. I know this guy very well. I don't make sure we have to make it so. Stupid like that.
Thank you, my brother.
You know, he made that message yeah.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the night. Okay. We'll have 206-293-5866. Tell us the name of where you call from.
Yeah, this is Trevor. I'm calling from Washington State.
Go ahead, make your point, my brother. We're listening to you.
Yeah, so we all watched what happened today. And this caller that just called, and the previous one said he saw a police taking the coup from one of the black EPS. So my question to him, now everybody has before even the mainstream media picks up the up today, Facebook, the voice that will pick it up. Why he didn't take his phone and videotape that police or photograph the police?
No,
that's my first question.
Listen, he's a local correspondent for British Radio. He has pictorials. He has photographs in his possession. He said he saw the people looting, and he took photographs.
Yes, sir. He should be able to publish the police that was sucking somebody and they coup it. And the other guy that just came out saying that he was on the scene, he saw the police checking the car, then later they took the car before. They end up coming to a conclusion that they found guns in it. That's another lie. Because he too supposed to take pictures too or whatever to have a sort of proof. Like today, you can even be sitting somewhere and you see, even like the American police today, they all know whenever there's a little incident, everybody around there will pick their phone and they start videotaping, and they start going Facebook Live. So this kind of a thing, like when people, everything that we're doing here, we are doing it to ourselves. We saw what happened in 1989, and we're still doing it to ourselves. Tomorrow, Jawia will be gone. It will be another story. No president was ever successful in Liberia. If there was any successful president, Liberia should have been better today. This is my only message. Everything we're doing it to ourselves. Thank you.
We have another person that said they can authenticate the story. It's not a lie. As a matter of fact, the person said they have the video. So I will urge that person to please post that video on the Bridge. Okay, please share the video on the post on the Bridge Radio Africa page if you have the time. Thank you, sir. Our last caller before we go back to the field of play between the game between the Liberian national team and the Council of the Patriots, where the country of Patriot laid 2-1 against the Liberian national team. The 2 goals came from the Reverend Sanji Skeptor in a penalty kick, and the second goal came from Henry Costa. We now have Mr. Stone Birch of the Stone Birch Show. Want to firstly say a big thank you for what you've done and continue to do, Mr. Stone Birch, in informing our people across the diaspora and other parts of the world. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ashford. Thank you. I like your show. It's one of the best shows. It's a premium show of our time, and I really want to say thank you. Let me give you some observation regarding the Cordoba incident. One, the vehicle in question, a Yeke Cordoba car, which is Honorable 46, I think that's the plate number, was not, quote unquote, was not searched according to the National Police Director. So what he did, he had a press conference telling the Liberian people in the world that he discovered ammunition in the first car. But he had, and then he searched the second car, and he did not find no arm, nothing. So the third car was Yeke Cordoba car. And that car, he did not search it, but he chose to have a press conference before going to search it. That is a serious thing. Secondly, when he was having a press conference, and then he was telling the world that now that I have conducted my press conference, let us all go to search Yeke Cordoba car, the third car. When he was saying that, one of the police officers shouted to him and said, "Chief, we have searched that car and we found arms." He know that shouting, which was loud and clear on the video, he know it and again said to the people, "Let us go and search Yeke Cordoba car." After his press conference. And they went to search the car. In searching the car, they did not find the arm right away. They were searching here, opening the glove compartment, looking under the chair everywhere. And then finally they said they saw pistol under the floor mat in the car. Forgetting to know, the police officer already told him at the time we were having press conference that, look, we already did the search, we found the arm. So you see the conflict. The police said they found arm initially. The police director did not acknowledge that statement of the police. Loud and clear, everybody heard it. He did not acknowledge the statement of the police officer. But he led journalists, police people, everybody to go search the car. When the fact had already been established that they found arms in the car, and the police director still searching for arms that they already found. And now, when they listed the floor, they saw the arm. So here the arm. So it appeared that now they're searching the arm. That's not true. The car was already searched, they said, and they found the arm. So I think they are playing games with Yeke Cordoba. Something not right. There's something sketchy going on with the police. That's what I wanted to say on the show. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. That was Stone Birch making this presence known tonight. The folks, we are back now at the SKD Sports Complex, where the Lone Star of Liberia is going against the Council of Patriots. And this is the second and final portion of the game. The Council of Patriots in the lead, 2-1 against the Liberian national team. The lone goal for the Liberian national team was scored by unemployment through an assist from the hard time. The ball is now in the middle of the field. The king has been taken to the ball, comes to George Weah. George Weah looks around to Akaras Gray, a.k.a. Opion King Kong. Akaras Gray to selected justice onto human rights abuse. The ball comes to money laundering. Money laundering looks around to Bill Twawe. Bill Twawe back to George Weah. George Weah to D-Ho Coverhold. D-Ho Coverhold to Sabu Unit, a.k.a. domestic terrorist. Domestic terrorist looked around to Eugene Nabe. He shoot, this could be trouble. No, the ball has been intercepted there now by Yeke Cordoba. Yeke Cordoba to Henry Costa sends it far downfield, intended for communication. Communication to Mo Ali, on to Black Miller. Black Miller to Racketeer. Racketeer back to Sandra Johnson. Sandra Johnson looks around to Darius Dillon. Darius Dillon to Mo Ali. Back to Henry Costa. Henry Costa is moving deep in and out of the field. He beats one man. He beats the second. He connects Boyka Jaliba onto Manipaka Domoya. Manipaka Domoya to Prophet Key. Prophet Key is moving deep in and out of the field. Prophet Key from Ben Senvi. Senvi back to Prophet Key. Prophet Key to Henry Costa. Costa back to Prophet Key. He's moving. This could be trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, Prophet Key is way deep in the half of the Liberian national team. He's moving. He found by George Weah. Prophet Key gets George Weah back home. He draws the ball back. Prophet Key, there's and gentlemen, goal number 3. Goal number 3 for the Council of Patriots. Goal coming from the left of Prophet Key, a.k.a. Our Protocol Reserve. Through an assist from Benson V. 3 goals to the Council of Patriots and 1 goal to the Liberia national team. Go kick your water down to the Liberia national team. The kick has been taken up by D-Ho Coverhold. D-Ho Coverhold to George Ware. George Ware to Bill Twawe. Bill Twawe looks around. He sends a foul downfield intended for money laundering. The ball doesn't go too well. The ball comes to Selected Justice. Selected Justice to human rights abuse. On to abuse of power. Abuse of power to corruption. Corruption to Akaras Gray, a.k.a. Dope Fin, a.k.a. Opion King Kong. Opion King Kong to wasteful spending. Wasteful spending to Jefferson Koji. The ball comes back to Molba Molu, a.k.a. Likotor. Likotor to false promises. The ball comes to abuse of power again to nepotism. Nepotism to murder. Murder to witch hunt. Witch hunt to statutory rapist. The ball comes to police brutality. Police brutality to harassment. Harassment to hypocrisy. Hypocrisy to death squad. Death squad to suppression. Suppression to provocation. The ball comes to WPO. WPO meaning wicked people organization. So wicked people. They're trying to harm their own Liberian people. The ball comes to unemployment. Unemployment to hard time. Happen to Boyo. Boyo to Wiabola. Wiabola about to stupidation. Stupidation looks around to Barlock president. Barlock president to dictatorship. Dictatorship to womanizer. Womanizer looks around to alcoholism. The ball comes to sexually transmitted disease. Onto prostitution. To alcoholism. Onto drugs abuse. The ball, oh man, the threat is broken. And the ball comes to Eloise Olive Garley. Eloise connects communication to Obe to Yeke Koluba, the no nonsense man, the distributor. Yeke Koluba to communication onto accountability. Accountability to pay as you go to Blackmiller. Blackmiller looks around, he beats someone, beats the second, he connects Mo Ali to Henry Costa. Henry Costa is moving deep in the heart of the field. The ball comes to Boga Jeriba to Manipaka Domoen. Manipaka Domoen looks around to some child. The ball comes to desperation to compromise onto Provokey. Provokey to Ben Sefi back to Provokey. The ball comes to dialogue to negotiation. He's moving deep in the heart of the field. This could be trouble. The ball has quickly been taken away now by alcoholism. Alcoholism to prostitution. Prostitution to drugs abuse. The ball comes to dictatorship. Dictatorship to Barlock president. Onto stupidation. Stupidation to Wiabola. Wiabola looks around to hard time. Hard time to please pay my way. Please pay my way to Hong Kong. Hong Kong to unemployment. Unemployment to WPO to provocation where he making no he doesn't. Ball comes to suppression. Suppression to D-Ho Coverhold. D-Ho Coverhold to hypocrisy. The ball comes to death squad. Death squad to police brutality. Police brutality look around to murder. Murder to witch hunt. Witch hunt to nepotism. Nepotism to abuse of power. Abuse of power looks around to false promises. Onto abuse of power again. Onto Molma Modu to corruption. Corruption to wasteful spending. Wasteful spending to Akaras Gray, a.k.a. Opion King Kong. To Selected Justice. He's moving deep in the heart of the field. The ball has been taken away now by Henry Costa. We are into injury stopping time now, folks. 3 goals to the Council of Patriots and 1 goal. 1 goal to the Liberia national team. The first goal came from Reverend Samji Skepta. The second goal came from Henry Costa. And the third goal came from Prophet Key, a.k.a. All Protocol Reserve. The ball comes to unemployment. Unemployment to Boyo to hard time to plead my way to stupidation to Barlock president on the dictatorship about to plead my way to alcoholism to womanizer to prostitution to drugs abuse. He making no he doesn't. What has been taken away now by accountability to pay as you go to Jeremiah Wapo onto Stephen A. Johnson. Stephen Johnson sends a far downfield internal for Prophet Key to Eloise Olive Garley onto Ben Sandy to Henry Costa onto Mo Ali. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we come to the end of this game. God willing, will be on tomorrow evening with a fresh, brand new political soccer match. I'm telling you, folks, 3 goals to the Council of Patriots and 1 goal to the Liberia national team. What a beautiful soccer match this afternoon at the SKD Sports Complex in Painesville. Let us now go back to Liberia to our local correspondent, Mr. Habiba Clinton. Clinton, my man, you saw the game, and of course, Liberia again lost to the Council of Patriots 3 goals to 1 in a very, very beautiful soccer game. Mr. Clinton.
Yeah, I did the follow-up. And I think I hope the Council of Patriots extremely did well for being in the lead, and the government have to do much to be more proactive into their activities. Let me tell you something. So I hope they're going to do better up than this.
Thank you. Your final words just before we take leave of you. I know you've been working all day. You're tired. It's about I believe 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning there in Liberia. Then you have to be up early in the morning. So your parting comment just before we take leave of you.
I will just try to urge our listeners to follow up especially on our news and media website to follow some of the stories on Liberia, especially for those things that happened yesterday. And we have more to do because we got to do too many follow-ups tomorrow, as you just put it. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. That was our man Habiba Clinton there, our local correspondent in Liberia. He did extremely well today, and he's our guy there on behalf of British Radio Africa. So again, if you want to know something about Liberia, log on to the website. If you want to multitask, you can also go on the website as the game is being played on the Facebook page. Is also on the website at www.bridgeradioafrica.com. Invite friends, family members to subscribe to the website and follow our Facebook page, British Radio Africa. And of course, so that the next time we come on here, you will already be sitting in VIP waiting for us. And folks, as always, please allow me to borrow the wordings of the wise man. Tough times don't last, tough people do. The heart of a man is never known until he rises. There's no second chance to make that first impression. Don't see okra and swallow bone because you can't hide your nakedness from bathing bucket. When God bless you, don't say that medicine. When crawfish come from underneath the water and say the crocodile he's sweating, don't say that lie. This has been yours truly. The brother who doesn't eat iron, but he's definitely stronger than a lion. Yours truly, Ashford the giant Garley. Have a good night.
La voy a pisar,